I push 50 points off the track, baby.
In Japan, where the sun will always shine, traditions collide with the future's line. Through city streets and temples high, find your story beneath the sky. We scratch pumping our sense, harmony flows to the best of lands. In the neon glow, there is best, the culture rich where resistance in the morn of grace. Dance the night with every star, a guiding light. In Japan, where the sun will always shine, traditions collide with the future's line. The cherry lanes and soaring heights, find your magic near the moonlit nights.
Alrighty, guys. I wanted to come in today. I did wanted to share with you guys that we do have some changes within the driving company, within our trucking company. If we go to Truck Manager, okay, we now have all trucks are now available with all trucks except for the Volvos have now been updated to feature the company in itself. Now, let's go, and also all of the trucks now have the exact same thing within it all. So, we are now in the Lille, France, if I'm not mistaken. Aberystwyth. Going back to Great Britain. Got liver paste. Let's see. That's going directly to London as well. Do we got anything going over into the Netherlands? That one's going over to Germany, to Rostock. Does Berlin? Yeah, that's going over to Germany. That's going to Shakopee all the way down to Macedonia. That's going to Norway. Then that goes to Norway. Dublin. Oh, that goes to Dublin, Ireland. We can always, let's do that one. That one I think will be fine. Which is gonna be right here on top of us. Cargo market, thank you. Alright. Let's... Alright, hold on. I need to spell... I need to... Alright, so, there's some things that we're gonna get into talking about today. For most of you, as I'm kind of trying to get myself set up, I was totally distracted today. I have gotten myself fully interesting today. So, anyway, anyway, there's one other thing that I'm going to do, and I'm pretty sure you guys won't be able to hear this. But I'm going to turn on some Trans Radio UK. If you're on YouTube, you won't get to hear this, of course. It is the only station I listen to while I drive sometimes. Hopefully you guys won't get into... Aha! Alright. So one of those things, is now, I will admit, in no way, shape, or form will I be releasing the... we'll be releasing this trucking logos and stuff out to you guys. I have decided that I'm not gonna do it. I have decided that I might not upload this to the thing without Maddie's trucking, to be honest. all I would do is just pretty much open up the file, and then just take out the locations of that, so you guys can kind of have this if you guys would so like to. But there is this thing today. Now I'm going to get into I want to get into the bad news first, and some of these things, and then I want to get into some new news. So, first, the first one I want to get in touch with you guys on is that you guys have probably seen what's going on. You guys probably know all you've probably seen what's been going on. If you are not new here, if you're new here and you don't know what's going on, you probably are going to be out there. And I don't care if I'm not going to be somebody. And for those of you who are not here, not knowing what's going on, why does it have to be 30 freaking miles down this thing? Yeah, it's 90 miles going up, but then you go downward and it's like, sometimes you get to go downward and you go downward, it's like slower than going upward. I don't get it. But one of those things that I wanted to come in to share with you guys is that, for those of you watching across the world or not knowing what's going on, the best place to catch up on all of the news here in the U.S. and you don't have to be a somebody that has to take my word for it. Just go look for yourself. David Pacman, Midas Touch. You know, a lot of people need to be knowing what's going on. Not only those two, but you have a few other places that you guys can go to as well. And it's one of those things I don't really like talking about. It's one of those things that I don't want to talk about because, you know, it's one that I don't like talking about, but I need to talk about it because I'm pretty sure it's been going on all around the news. It's going on Blue Sky, it's been on TikTok, it's been on YouTube, it's been everywhere. And I'm pretty sure some of you here on Trovo don't even know what's going on. If you do watch, if that's all you get is Trovo. But now over the weekend, for some of you it's probably over the weekend. Some of you it's still the weekend, and we're kind of getting ready for Monday. It is, and for some of us, we still got some daylight left in us. But what's been going on over the last few days, here, thanks Abel Baldam for joining the TikTok live. Thank you. Sorry, I can't see you guys' name. They need to really, I need to find a better thing for it. But I have my eyes for small stuff. I have a hard time trying to see the smaller stuff. But what's been going on over here in the US is most of you don't really understand what has really conspired and gone on is that most of you probably know that in the United States, like it's really touchy for me to talk about it because I don't want to. It's not something that I am well diversed into. Nice. Is basically one of the things that I wanted to come in and share with you guys is that within the United States, we're not what we're supposed to be. You know, a year ago we had better civilization. We had better stuff going on. And within this now, I don't know everything in detail on this because unfortunately, it's so new that really. No, flip. Where a lot of the things going on within this country is that we aren't experiencing. We are in the process of experiencing a takeover of the government, a Who's telling me I don't have to go up to the top? Thank you. Is a lot of things been going on. The biggest one is in California. California, especially LA, is experiencing the riots. the things going on down there because of what's going on with it. In this problem, the LA, all because of Donald Trump, thanks to him, we are absolutely experiencing, riots, because basically a lot of it's related to the immigration of ICE agents and all of this, and it's one of those things that I am so new to understanding all of this. I was listening to yesterday afternoon, and it was not yesterday afternoon, but it was overnight. But yesterday afternoon till last night, pretty much, was watching Barnacules Nerdgasm. For those of you who don't know who Barnacules is, go look him up. I'd highly recommend you go look him up. I'd highly recommend you watch some of his content. Whoop. The light turned yellow and I was going to go through and then it turned red. And so all of this is because of ICE agents going in and taking a handful of people that they could do this a lot better than just coming in with face masks and all of this and tear gas and having all of this. All this is because, and for me, I feel like it's all because of the Proud Boys doing it, not because of the way that they're doing it. Like, I would feel like ICE agents would be a lot better suited. They would be, be better at doing their job than they are hiding their face. They wouldn't hide their face. They wouldn't do all of this, and all of this. And this is why the United States is kind of one of those things where and it's like all of these people are doing it, and now and they're now bringing in, like Gavin Newsom said he wasn't going to bring in the National Guard. He wasn't going to bring the National Guard down, and Trump basically overruled him and said, no, I'm going to do it, and it's ridiculous. And it's all based on because of immigration. And every single thing that Donald Trump has gone after, if you don't know, the 1930s, it's similar, except only the 1930s, 1940s. It is basically if you are pretty much a black person, pretty much if you were black, if you were, I mean, now it's pretty much if your skin color is different, if you're an immigrant, doesn't matter. You're pretty much basically given the boot. And in 1930s, it was all because of the Jews. It was all because of what was going on in there. And trust me, it wasn't just the Jews. It was the LGBTQ were experiencing this too. They had an extensive clinic on LGBTQ stuff, and it was gone. So basically, trans people have existed for a lot longer than people realize. Gay people, all LGBTQ people have existed for longer than anybody absolutely realizes. And it says, oh, well, it's been 50, well, I hear some people say, oh, well, you had your 50 years. It's like, our 50 years? No. We've been here for longer than 50 years. We just wanted to be able to be seen and heard and be able to have the existence and actually be able to be seen and be able to live a happy life. And on this. And so within all of these things, it's pretty much this is what Trump's doing. He's basically taking anybody that is an immigrant, even if they're a legal citizen, they were not born here, they pretty much are gone. Doesn't matter if they have a family or whatnot, and it just seems, that's what it seems to me anyway. And now they're basically going after Midas Touch. They're telling them, oh well, they now have to arrest Ben Icelis from Midas Touch, and they're all doing this because of why? Because it's going against the news. It's like they're talking about the news. They're a news agency, and now they're wanting to arrest Ben Icelis, and it's like I'm sorry, but this country stands for speech, being able to speak your mind, freedom of speech, but yet they don't care about the freedom of speech. They only care about what they want, and they want their speech and only their speech. You know, these MAGA people only want to listen to Donald Trump, and that's all they want to listen to. They don't want anybody else. They want your speech taken away. They only want their speech, and it's, you know, and it's like he's not even a Christian to begin with, because if you ask Donald Trump, I said you can ask me what my favorite scripture is. I said my favorite scripture, and I have two. Now I don't know exactly the exact location on some of these things, but the one that I have, and the one that I always refer to, is I always refer to my favorite is the Tree of Life, the scripture that Nephi talks about. It's a whole chapter, to be honest. And that Nephi's vision of the Tree of Life. You know, that's always my favorite scripture. And it's always been there, and it's from the Book of Mormon. Now, of course, the other one is in the Bible. And that one is the not only the Tree of Life, but but in the Bible it's the scripture on loving one another. You know, supposed to be showing love and care for one another. You know, when Matthew talked about it, because I remember it's in Matthew, Mark, or Luke. Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. I know it's talked about in there, and I know, and it's like one loving your neighbor, loving that, and it's like Donald Trump's not taking care of Canada. Donald Trump's not taking care of Mexico. He's alienating them. He's destroying our neighbors. He's destroying our allies. And it's in no shape or form does he absolutely follow in that suit of love and compassion for each other. He doesn't care about anybody's life other than what he wants and what people follow him for. It's like those people who want to do harm. It's like you look at the January 6ers. They didn't care about anything other than they wanted to go after people in Mike Pence, and they wanted to go after. And it's like, you know, I will tell you. I said, yeah, I might be going to tell you that Mike Pence would have been a better president than, you know, Mike Pence is actually a true Christian, willing to actually stand up for the rights of this country. You know, standing up to doing what's right instead of, you know, and I'm going to tell you, I said I am not any way, shape, or form a Republican. I don't vote Republican. I haven't voted Republican since 2022, to be honest. Actually, to be even more honest, since 2022, I actually haven't voted. I didn't even vote Republican in 2022. It was actually since 2020 that I voted. Last time I voted a Republican. And the whole reason why I did not vote Republican in 2022 the whole reason why I did not vote a Republican in 2025 and 2024 is because of Donald Trump, and because of the people that followed him and believed every ounce of him, and I'm sorry, any Republican who goes after, and I'll tell you, I did not vote for my governor again in 2022. I disowned my governor in 2022. I did not like her, and you guys all know who she is because she is the Department of Homeland Security now. Kristi Noem. I didn't vote for her. I never stood with her values. I stood with, Jamie Smith. I stood with him more than I stood with Kristi Noem. And you know, people who go out there and say, you know, and a lot of these people think that I am not in support of the Constitution. I support the Second Amendment as long as it's, you know, as long as it's done properly and done right. No, while I wait for this red light, guys, I need to plug my headphones in. I'm gonna let it stay green. I'm gonna plug this in. Hold on. There we go. Because my headphones, I do use them, and I do use them all the time, so it's kind of one of those things where I need to get I want to get like a second pair of these Yawatron headsets. Again, when I get a job, of course, I will get a second pair, and I'm going to get and the reason why I'm getting a second pair, not because of just being able to have one sitting on the charger, one that sits over on the charger, and another one that I use, and then I can just swap them out and utilize them at any point for it. But that's beside the point. And you know, look, anybody who believes that I'm not a MAGA supporter, I am not. Anybody who says that I am, I'm not. I never stood for. I'm gonna tell you, I am not left leaning. I am more left lean. I'm not like super left leaning to the point of things. And it's like, you know, I stand with like the people that I stand with. I stand with AOC. I stand with Bernie Sanders. You know, I stand with the ability to be able to have your own health insurance through the government. Like, everybody should be paying for everybody's health insurance. Like, everybody should be able to have universal health care. And it's like that's the thing that I like. That's the thing that we need to have. Like, it's working in Canada. It's not perfect, okay? No system is perfect, but it works in Canada. It works in some of these other locations and stuff, these other countries. Even, you know, Japan. Yeah, Japan has the same thing, but they're still struggling. And look, there are a lot of other factors to a lot of things, and all of this, and you know, universal healthcare is something that we all need, but yet they want to take away your right to get on Medicaid, Medicare. They want to take away your right to and stuff. And there's a lot that goes into all of this, and it's not like I stand with these things. I stand with the ability for the use of being able to utilize whatever comes into view of love and kindness, and that's the thing, is we gotta have the love, we gotta have the care that's being done. You know, if you guys are enjoying today, remember to hit that follow, hit that subscribe, share, you know, share the live, share wherever you guys are watching. It's greatly appreciated. Let your friends know, let your family know, let everybody know. But anywho, and it's you know, it's one of those things where this country is not doing its best on keeping people safe and protected. Now, I will tell you, there are some good countries out there that are doing better. That are doing better than we are. Oh crap. Wrong way, I need to be in the middle lane. I don't want to go to the right yet. But one of those things that it's really tough, it's really a struggle for a lot of people within the country of the United States right now. You know, if you're planning on coming here, don't come here. If you, unless you are a citizen of the United States coming back, do not come here. Do not come here. Do not visit. Stay away. I would personally just stay away and figure out a way to do it. And it's a struggle for a lot of and it's a lot of things that go on, and it's not just this. It's a struggle, and it's a struggle for a lot of people, and it's a struggle for this country to it's a struggle for a lot of people to understand that. But you know, it's the best place to always get the news and what's going on is I look at Midas Touch for a lot of my news. I look at Aaron in the Morning for a lot of my news and stuff, and everything that's going on within this. I do look at CBS, I do look at Newsbreak on some of these things, but I'll tell you, I don't trust Newsbreak until I go in and check. Okay, wait. Okay, I went and checked, and okay, so this is actually happening, and make sure that you guys have your news sources from the make sure that you guys have the news sources from all these news agencies and things. Don't just rely on me as a full source. Rely on others. Rely on people in the community, like Jesse Dollamore and his wife, Brittany Page. You know, rely on them as a source. Rely on Barnacules for sources. Rely on Gamers Nexus. Rely on you know, for news and stuff, and then getting to understand the implications on it. You know, don't just rely on mainstream media, because mainstream media is gonna lean towards a bias and lean towards one side or the other. And yes, all of these platforms I listen do have a little bit of bias, but the thing is I don't rely on just CBS. I don't rely on just MSNBC. I have them followed. Of course I have them followed. But I don't have them as my main source. I don't have them I don't have CNN as a main source. I don't have Fox News. I don't have that. The main source I do primarily focus on is Midas Touch recently. But I did used to use David Pakman as my main source. I still use him. I still listen to a lot of these people. And Dave Packman, yes, Dave Packman's a great guy, great person. You know, I listen to the Ring of Fire too. All of these places, of course, I also do play Fortnite, but I am, but anywho, getting off the Trump talk and Trump stuff, if you guys want to get into knowing what's on all about sometimes the game just does that. But getting off of that, the issue going on is the LGBTQ community is also facing a lot of hatred in this country. You know, it's not just focused on, you know, in the state of Minnesota. It's being focused on state of California, all under because of sports, and the sports thing is an issue too that I have. It's like they you know, they complain, like, can't think of her name, the swimmer against Leah Thomas, Riley Gaines, sorry, like, Riley Gaines has not even really, is really in an angry mode because she tied with 5th place. She's angry because of a trophy, and it's, if you're angry because of that, or you're angry because of a stinking trophy, it's like you're angry now you're going after the community because you're this. And Riley Gaines is based, and then you know, Simone Biles pretty much came after her and said, you know, you're nowhere in and Simone Biles is an Olympic athlete. She's not. Riley Gaines is not an Olympic athlete. And it's like, oh, we do need to get some rest though. So we will need to get some rest. I marked that up there because that'll help me remind me I need to go get rest. But it's one of those things where you get angry over a silly little thing. It's like, trust me, it's like, it's not worth to getting angry over a medal. Now, over a medal, or angry over a ribbon or whatnot, you know, the only time I've ever actually kind of got a little bit frustrated was, you know, I did swimming. I stopped swimming after that year, anyway, and it wasn't because of issues. It was just because I wasn't able to hold my breath. I wasn't able to basically swim greatly like I used to. And I probably should have done things better. But the other thing that I'm like, nobody, like, these people don't really understand that. Yeah, I come to realize this after a while. It's like, it's not worth to get angry over a stinking ribbon or a stinking trophy or whatever. Yes, you got 5th place, you got this. You just be grateful that you're doing it for fun, doing it for, you know, I mostly did it for fun. I didn't really. Do we got another one up ahead somewhere? No, we don't. Okay. Now, I know it's telling me not to enter this way, but, yeah, it's... Yep, I see where I need to rest. Yeah. I choose not to. But the one thing I will tell you guys is Bramal, I am not a kid though. I am going to tell you, I am absolutely 30 years old. Um, and but I will say it's and I do play Fortnite, and Fortnite is actually a fantastic game. Your Truck is better though, and Call of Duty as well. Those are the things I currently play right now. I play pretty much everything from those, from that right now. But there may be something coming out that I might be more interested in than doing this. But now if we go into if we go into our company bank, I'm gonna pay you off. Because I need to pay that off, and then we got another one that I need to pay off as well, a $40,000 thing. But there is this thing where everybody who comes out on this is that there's this thing where nobody should be out there. You get angry because you're lost because you didn't get your medal, because they only have sometimes they only have one. They only have enough for one for every sport. They don't ever expect somebody to they don't ever expect somebody to actually tie with somebody and actually do that. And it's like they're going after now she's been going on with all this nonsense on it. It's just ridiculous, and she's been going on this for a while because and it's like it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And then not only with the sports, they're going after this person down in California that could ease that and you got to look at this, and you got to pay attention to all what's going on. Okay, you got to look at that sometimes. Well then now we have to go back through and check every one of those records to make sure you can't. You can't go out and check all these records. I was thinking like you could, like they're claiming and you have to go back and you check all these records on the Olympics. And in the last Olympics, it's like they don't check to see what the Olympic was for last year. We're gonna slow down a little bit here. And it's like one of those things where, you know, you look at the issues going on within the state, within this whole LGBTQ issue, is that, you know, they're claiming that all this, and they don't really go and look at the Olympics. They don't go look at these records. They don't look at all these things. And if somebody breaks a high school record, what's the record in the next town? Is that record further than the record in that school district? Because if that's the case, then what's the problem? What's the problem? Nobody seems to really think about the records going on in across the states and across the country to see what the record is, because they don't like to take a look at this data and actually go through the Olympics data and on this. And it's like they don't necessarily check all the issues going on. They don't look at the records as well for that, because they want it to fit their narrative. They want to make sure that they squash any ounce of anybody to believe. And it's like there are going to be occasionally there will be somebody out there that's actually going to be better as a woman than a man will. And there's going to be people out there there are going to be men out there that are better than a woman. But when you look at that, it's like, okay, then, you know, go look at the first, second, and third place. And if you actually look at the world record for I've talked about this before, but if you go look at a record for the 100 meter dash or 400 meter dash or whatever, they're like 1 second difference from the record. The record is literally about 1 second different than anybody. And I guarantee you, if we take the person that had the highest women's record for the 100 meter dash and take the highest men's record for the 100 meter dash, and we pin them against in a race, someone's gonna probably beat the other one. And that person's gonna be, you're gonna look at that and it's gonna be like, oh well, that woman could beat that world's record of a man, because guess what? Trust me this. When you have somebody that races really good, that knows what they're doing, and that, guess what? When I used to race, I would race somebody who was really, really good at sports, at racing. Would always get first with everybody, but we'd run and we would push, and it gave me that motive. And you guys know him as Scarlet, and he pushed me, and I was pretty good. Tried to push him to get better, but then when it came day of the race, I would always flunk out. But you know, that's why when you look at people, sometimes people are going to push you. People are going to push you to your limits. And you know, people are going to realize that when you have two people that are almost equivalent to each other, there's going to be they're going to try to push as hard as they can to win that race. And so you got to think about that when you look at these sports, or you look at anything. You got to realize that sports, like we might have a little bit of a difference in body shape, body mass for men or women. We might have some differences, but but those differences doesn't change the fact that, and trust me, that woman that got the highest raid, that got the world record for it, is a person from the U.S. in the 1980s. And the other is a man. From another country that I don't remember. But you look at those, and it's like, most people don't understand that everywhere in this country, or everywhere in this world, that there's going to be somebody out there that is faster, more capable of winning there is going to be somebody out there that's faster than nobody seems to really understand the implications of all of this, and it's sad. It's sad to see people get hurt because, they don't understand the ounce of that. Just because you have a certain set of chromosomes doesn't make it. So it's like, all of you need to really understand that there's going to be somebody out there. There's going to be a woman out there that's going to be able to throw a football, a baseball over a I was thinking I had to go to the right. No. And so, anyway, but that's something I wanted to talk about outside of the topics that I was planning on today. Now, for any of you who don't know, today was the Xbox Game Showcase, and the Xbox Game Showcase actually brought some heavy hitters, stuff that I actually I'm really interested in. I am very much interested in Clockwork Revolution. I am very much interested in there's not only the Clockwork Orange, Clockwork Revolution. No, that one, of course, I have an Xbox. I think it's gonna be one of those things where, then there is not only the Clockwork there, but they also have, there's a game out there that, is good, Gears of War, Reloaded. You know, Gears of War Reloaded. Like, I will be honest, as I'm kind of sitting here, I'm actually, if I'm not mistaken, let me see. I might not actually have Gears of War. I do not have Gears of War for the Xbox 360. I thought I did, but I don't. Anyway, cause I thought I did, and I wanted to check. But there's this other thing that I always wanted to also share with you guys is that's actually going to be a game that I am really hyped for, and I will be getting that game, and there's a reason why I'm going to get that game. I'm going to get that game on my PlayStation. What? Gears of War on a PlayStation? Yes. I am hyped for that game. That one's actually one of those games that I've wanted to go back to play Gears of War. And seeing Gears of War come to an Xbox, come to PlayStation, like, what is... Microsoft is just basically putting anywhere is an Xbox now. And then not only that, you know, that's kind of one of those things where I'm happy with, and I'm also happy with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater coming out as well. As well, and then that looks actually pretty decent. It looks actually yummy. It actually looks really, really good, enough to that point that I want to get that one. I have not played enough of Tony Hawk's Pro Skaters 1 and 2 remake, but 3 and 4, man, that looks good too. And then the other one that absolutely looks decent, that came out of all of this for anybody, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Xbox showcase with the second game. Thanks Tristan for joining the live stream. Thank you for joining the TikTok live. Not only is that actually a fantastic showcase today, there was another one, Animeo, was actually pretty decent. I don't know, I didn't see much into it. I don't know exactly the whole entire gist of what's going on. On that one, there was another one that was also on the list, but the one that ended it all, you know, I was kind of hoping we would see Elder Scrolls 6, a Fable there today. I was kind of hoping we'd see those two. Those didn't show up at all. But Call of Duty Black Ops 6. For any of you who doesn't know, Black Ops 6 is absolutely one of the best games. It's supposed to be taken after Black Ops 2, according to Scarlett. He's heard that it's supposed to come out after that. Well, ooh, okay, good thing that has no damage, but man, we're gonna load. I don't care. And I'm gonna load this up because I'm going to. I do this because I don't like to get the damage, and it's like that was unintentional. But I'll make sure. And we got the trailer. What trailer? It's like sometimes like I don't even understand where I get these trailer damages, where I get these things. I don't get it. But there's this thing that comes out that with this Xbox showcase, you know, the Black Ops 6 thing, it's actually going to be taking place with after Alex Mason, with David Mason, I think, with his son or brother. I don't know exactly the complete going on with all of this. And with all of it, it's fantastic. It's great to know that the story is for it, and then it's like Black Ops 6 Act 7, like, you know, Black Ops 6, sorry, I get this two mixed up because we're currently playing Black Ops 6, but Black Ops 7 looks really decent. No release date yet. I'm pretty sure they're kind of gonna have a release date soon. Yeah, it's one of those things that I really am happy for Xbox coming in on this. I will be getting off after I deliver this today. Live 6/8/2020. B5. But it's one of those things where, how far do we got left to go? We got about 43 minutes. We'll get there. It's one of those things where, with what's going on in all of this, you know, Xbox Showcase kind of got some relief for me, and that's good to see. And to be honest, I hope that Black Ops 6 actually just has a good story. Hope it has a good, like, it has some good, looks like it'll have some good zombies. So it's all pretty good and pretty fantastic within the game series itself. You know, Call of Duty has done some amazing work. And so it's all pretty good and pretty decently done for the showcase, and I'm happy with it. I am very much akin to. There was another game, we'll look at it here in a minute, that actually seemed really good, and Xbox had actually delivered something that wow, there have been some good games and some highlights. Xbox is doing better than PlayStation for game-wise, but their model, I just can't get up behind their model. I will tell you, the Age of Mythology, Retold, they're having a DLC for it. Yeah, 'cause I know where we're going, so... I know, I'm in the wrong lane to do this. and all of this is, you know, Microsoft is one of those game companies that, you know, I don't like Microsoft for Windows, but I don't mind their games. You know, their games are better. If it wasn't for Windows, I would probably be playing a lot of their games. Well, if it wasn't for Windows, I'd probably be like, I'd be absolutely in. Yeah, I don't care anymore. Alright, so we got 314 on that. We will have our thing later done. For now, I wanted to really come in and share with you guys not only with that Xbox, with that news. Now, hold on. I'm going to do a thing real quick. As you guys can still see me because I'm going to work on doing a thing. Because I want to make sure I don't show anything here. There was another game that I wanted to show you guys. Okay, Xbox. No, I just want to look up Xbox itself. There was Call of Duty, oh, it's the emo, was that one, but there was another one. I don't know. Here we go. There is a couple other games that are absolutely good, and actually we can look at these here as well. The Affilion looks really good. I'm gonna like on this because this looks really.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold one to mission control. We're falling.
This actually looks really, really good.
Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time. Evacuate now. Thomas, come in.
Ariane, you sacrificed everything for a new world, to save mankind. And I'll always love you for that.
And it looks like it's it looks like it's kind of one of those, kind of like, or the PlayStation thing. show you guys the whole thing. But that was one big thing that I really like. Clockwork Revolution, pretty well. Oh, Chronos: The New Dawn. That one, I didn't realize that one. There. The other one that actually really looks really good, and this is a game that is from Eve something studio.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며
Someone may very well be trying to influence
당신의
your
의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가?
This looks like it's coming from South Korea.
그렇게 믿고 있거나
Developer.
믿고 싶을 뿐. 당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는가? 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가? 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태.
This is absolutely fantastic.
누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다.
Just such.
지정태.
That Mutang 2 Hearts, that absolutely looks fantastic. It's on Xbox, it's on Xbox Series, and it's on the cloud. I got a PC. I will definitely interested in that one. And the only other one that you guys are probably going to be interested in is the ROG X Ally behind the scene, the ROG Xbox, the Ally is absolutely decent. So all of those were like this one here. This was another one that I really like. Out of all of it, this is the last one I'm going to show you guys because I really like this one. But I am muting myself here because, but yeah, this is actually looks really nice. You know, the this is one of those things where where Xbox has had an amazing showcase. Every ounce of the Xbox showcase was fan-flippin-tastic for it. So if you guys would like to see more content from me, I like I said, all of for and then the Age of Mythology, I have not played Age of Mythology. So with those were the games that absolutely were fantastic. Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy Remake Intergrade is also on Xbox now as well. So if you guys would like to see more content from me, remember, hit that follow, hit that subscribe. Remember, subscribing is free on YouTube, but not free on Trovo. Following on Trovo and TikTok is absolutely available for you there as well. So, anyway, we will catch you guys, later. If you guys want to see more content here, if you're on YouTube, remember, hit that like. It is greatly appreciated. And make sure that you hit that bell notification, because here on YouTube you get notified when I do go live and stuff. Same with Trovo. You guys, if you are followed, you get notified when I do go live. So, anyway.